What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I did want to make a quick video today going over some of the issues and I guess you could say some of the problems that did come with Season 6. And at this point, in a lot of ways, I noticed players, including myself, are starting to call this the Redbug update because it really did seem to break a lot of different things. I was seeing this on Discord and stuff like that, but the first one I do want to talk about here is going to be the entire sorting car thing. Now, I do understand you could probably go in and stuff like that and maybe change around some of this stuff to like mileage or something like that. And the thing is, though, I was noticing players saying this can work if you're looking to find some of your vehicle sets. But then again, what if you have more mileage on certain vehicles or more than you thought you did? Then yeah, probably trying to find your sets is still going to be annoying. Now, going back up to vehicle category, though, this is probably what everybody is running. So right now, guys, before this update, finding my part sets was going to be very easy. All of them were going to be in the front. But now, unfortunately, for example, looking here, let me go all the way back on these tier 2. You guys will notice all the way over here, I have a random half set, just like way over here. Let me go back this way. There's going to be, oh, here. Here is going to be a loot digger set way over here randomly. Let me keep going. There's my buck set. Keep going left here. You guys will probably see where I'm going with this. Then we're going to have the XP magnet. So yeah, it's insanely random. Not really sure why they did it this way. Maybe they could have added a filter, unless I'm tripping out, that can maybe say something simple like part sets or something like that. Like, I'm not really sure why like certain changes happen that people are not really happy about, didn't ask for and stuff. Maybe this is a bug, which I'm going to guess and say that it probably is, because there was never an issue with this before. But here's what's kind of insane though. So again, street tier 1, you guys notice how none of my part sets are here. Let's keep going down. There's my loot digger. There's my bucks there heading over. Here's my chemist set all the way over here. Moving down to drift though, let's check it out. Look at this. None of my part sets are in the beginning again. Moving over to my score breaker, and they're all over here in the end. Like, what happened to the vehicle sorting, man? This just makes it a tad more frustrating because we did not have these issues before this update, and now it's just going to make things kind of annoying trying to find part sets. Like, okay, well, I'm in racing. Where is my chemist? Let's go see if I can find it. There's one of my chemist parts. There's another one there, and where's my other one at? All the way over here, guys. So if you're looking for part sets and stuff like that, trying to navigate the menus, it is honestly going to be really annoying. I was seeing a lot of people saying this in the Discord. And the funny part is, I'm sure when time does end up going on here, probably in the next coming days, a lot more players are probably going to be mentioning it because it really does make finding parts that's a lot more annoying than it used to be for absolutely no reason. Part of it kind of does make me wonder if they were even testing stuff out or making sure the update didn't break anything, because I gotta admit right now, basically every update that we've had in Motorfest has broken something when it does end up coming out, and this is probably going to be another example. Speaking of something I was noticing, guys, I never had issues before the update. I will also show footage of this in the background. Quick example here, heading over to a part, let's go over to upgrade. Now let's go over to this again, hit this here, let's go to crafting and recalibrate the part here, clicking on this. So this is going to be like a collector set, right? That one is going to be right. Okay, here, this is a good example. So now let's see if we can get the regular collector and treasure hunt on this one. Let's spam it. And I want to show you guys exactly what this does. I was having issues with it earlier. There it goes. Check this out. I'm barely even going that fast in this now. It's glitching out. I'm hitting X. It's not even changing the part and stuff. It's very slow. And I feel like this is probably going to make it annoying because we all do know in the earlier days they got rid of it. Then they had something where it was slower and people were annoyed. Now it's just glitching out completely, which was not an issue before this update. I was messing around with parts sets. I do not remember having this issue. If you guys actually spam it, you can see here how laggy this is. You can't really change it. Sometimes it will freeze on a part you're looking at or something. Definitely going to be really annoying trying to change and recalibrate parts now because just another bug added on to the other bugs we did end up having. And there it goes again. Spamming the X button, it's barely working. I really don't understand how certain things like this happen. I do understand there's probably not enough testing and all that with the entire update, but this is definitely going to be something that I can probably guess right now. It will probably take months to fix it before anything does end up getting sorted. And let me tell you, players are easily going to know about this stuff probably very soon. The other thing I did want to talk about, and I do not have any footage of this, but people were talking about this in the Discord, is apparently some of these steering wheel animations are going to be broken. Do let me know in the comments below if you guys have experienced it. I don't know if it's going to be a certain vehicle or like a certain type of steering wheel on that said vehicle, Do let me know in the comments below if there's a way to trigger it. I would like to see it and try to test it out myself. I do understand people are not very happy. It seemed kind of annoying to be seeing something like that because, again, wasn't going to be in the game before this update. So yeah, I feel like that's probably going to be an issue. And I also want to say, do let me know in the comments below of other issues you guys are also facing. Again, I'm kind of considering this entire season to be the Redbug update because it really did seem to break a lot of things or make other things slow, mess other things up that no one wanted. Definitely kind of frustrating. Besides all of that though, one thing I was hearing was apparently some of the custom mode events that you are doing, like the Street Tier 1 races, weren't giving someone any tickets for that matter, which is kind of odd. Maybe that's going to be a new bug and stuff like that. One thing, guys, I do understand looking at the menu here. I know this isn't going to be a bug. I know it isn't. But this does honestly make me laugh. So heading over to Ocean and Sky, did anybody notice this? It literally says motocross, which is going to be in the water races, which means it's probably that motocross bike with the skis on it. We all do know that's most likely going to be coming. But over here, though, we're also then going to have the jet. Yes, there is going to be a jet coming in the game. Everybody probably knows about it, but it's not in the game at the moment. I would say it's probably going to be well over a month, maybe even longer, before we see these vehicles in the game. Why are they going to have them in the custom mode now if players can't technically do them? Kind of weird. Like, why not just put all the vehicles in the game? That way players can enjoy them. But instead, I can notice that Motorfest is kind of taking a Grand Theft Auto route to where it seems to be drift feeding us vehicles, which I know people aren't very happy about. In most of the comment sections I were in, people were like, why can't we just get the cars now and stuff? Like, I don't understand it. And there's also another thing I did want to add into this video that I have been seeing basically everywhere on Instagram, on X and stuff. I've been seeing it in comments. Apparently, guys, do let me know in the comments as well, speaking of comments and all that. Do let me know if you're also having this issue. Apparently, the KTM 1190 RC8 Track Edition here in the main stage reward is not being given to players, or it's giving people the wrong bike. Apparently, this is a bug going around. I've been seeing a lot more people talking about it. A lot of people are showing screenshots and stuff on X, and I was like, wait, really? This is a problem? Apparently, people have never played the Crew 2 are still not getting the right bike that's being shown. This is definitely going to be a problematic bug because I'm going to guess right now and say that it's probably not going to be fixed, at least anytime soon, maybe in a few months, hopefully. Unless they do something like a crazy hot fix here in the main stage that's going to fix this for many players, because I do understand this is a fairly rare bike. I do know the Summit and the Crew 2 only came out like maybe 2 or 3 times the entire time the game was out. Funny part is I never got this bike back then, so I did end up doing that Summit. I think that was legit. Wasn't that like 4 or 5 months ago that this bike was just in there? But now in the main stage, though, if you want to get it, apparently people are getting the regular KTM or they're not getting the bike at all. This is definitely going to be another bug here in the Redbug season. Kind of is insane, guys. Also, speaking of that, one thing I will be doing a video on is the updated main stage. They're going to 50 levels now instead of 100. That is not going to be a solution. My goodness. The last thing I'm going to include into this, though, is easily going to be something everyone's talking about. Am I the only one that's been noticing how slow the entire, lobby is, or, the entire menu and stuff? I feel like everything is so dang slow. I feel like the servers are probably, almost, failing, or even, imploding themselves. Players are getting kicked out, apparently getting, a mishap error code or something like that. So, yeah, this game definitely needs some help. And in ways, though, I kind of have to agree. Why would you end up adding something into the game to where you see, a new custom mode type of thing in there, but you can't even use the vehicles because they're not going to be in the game for well over a month, even 2 months for that matter, but yet the events are still going to be in the game. You could probably tell that they might have been planned out to be in there, but they are most likely going to be drip feeding the content out months on end. That way we're still going to be getting vehicles every month or something like that. I don't know, man. It's just a tad frustrating. On top of all of it, I gotta admit, seeing some new bugs showing up in the game after this season wasn't all that surprising, but I was kind of hoping to have a new seasonal update that did not break anything, but well, it does turn out this one definitely broke some stuff. Hopefully the playlist challenges work. Hopefully there's not going to be even more bugs that are most likely going to be found. Do let me know in the comments below, guys, of some of the things you've experienced, maybe some new bugs and all that. Let's get this stuff out there. Maybe that way they might be aware of it and hopefully get some type of fix out. That is also not going to take around 4 months to get that said fix out there. It really does frustrate me because I see a bug. I'm like, all right, well, that's probably going to be 4 more months before we get a patch. It just honestly is pretty annoying. But again, do let me know if some of the bugs you guys are experiencing or some of the annoying stuff you have encountered so far after the Season 6 Redbug update here in Motorfest.